This Edinburgh woman was executed, declared dead and survived. Welcome to today's Dark Heart Files, strange stories while I do nails. Let's get into this one.
Now, this isn't folklore. This actually happened in Edinburgh in the early 1700s. Meet Maggie Dickson, also known as Hangit Maggie. Maggie had been abandoned by her husband and was left to survive on her own. She later became pregnant by another man, which at the time had a massive social stigma. What really put her in danger was if a woman hid a pregnancy and the baby died, though, the law at the time treated it as murder, which is wild. When the baby was born, it sadly didn't survive, but Maggie totally panicked and tried to hide what had happened. She was then arrested and really quickly sentenced to death. So she was publicly executed in the Grass Market in Edinburgh. Crowds had gathered to watch. That usually happened when there was a public execution as she was hanged. She was left there long enough that everyone believed she was dead.
And they didn't rush this. They made sure.
Her body was then cut down, placed into a wooden coffin, but there was no real medical confirmation. She was then loaded onto a cart and taken away for burial. But during that journey, something started to happen.
A knocking sound from inside the coffin.
At first they ignored it. Then it happened again with movement and some scratching. And so they stopped the cart, obviously. And they opened the coffin. And Maggie Dickson was alive. She'd survived the hanging. Some people believe that the rope hadn't fully broken her neck. Others think the movement of the cart had revived her somehow. But either way, she woke up inside a coffin on the way to be buried. That's my worst ever nightmare. No. Imagine just waking up. Oh no. And here's where it gets even stranger though. Legally, she'd already been executed. So they couldn't hang her again. So Maggie Dickson was released. No second attempt, no trial. She just walked away. She went on to live for years after that, reunited with her husband. Her case became so well known that it helped change how executions were handled because they realised that people weren't always dead when they thought they were. There's still a pub in the Grass Market called Maggie Dickson's. I used to drink there as a teenager, and you can still visit there and there's loads of information on it.
And there we are. That was today's Dark Heart Files. Strange stories while I've done nails. Is that your worst nightmare? Because it's certainly one of mine. And I will see you next time, guys.